Greetings friends and fellow cigar box guitar enthusiasts. Del Puckett here, and I just noticed that on the back side of my business card is a man card. And then if I put it strategically over here, it says 6 strings or 3 strings too many. All right, man card. Everybody needs a man card. This cigar box guitar is going to be going to Hawaii, and I'm going to take opportunity to distress this thing severely. So that's what I'm going to do now. So while I do have several implements of torture and destruction, I have opted for one of these wire wheels. Actually, I found one of these at a garage sale, so I think I'll use it to attack. That was fun. My next implement of torture and destruction and distressing will be this bastard vial. All right, it's getting there. This is what you call rough. And you can see all the file marks and chisel marks in there. And I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to sand it smoothly. Yeah, look at that, look at that. What I will do is hit it with some steel wool just to take off the splinters. Yeah, because nobody wants to get a splinter, right? So it doesn't make sense to have a pretty pickup with a dirty looking guitar. So what I do is, and I get these at CB Giddy, get the pickup, I save all the springs and the screws, save everything except for the paper, throw that away. Now what I do is I get snippers. These are my fretting wire cutters, and then I carefully, because I don't want to cut these wires, I carefully remove the plastic here. And what it does is it reveals the innards, the guts, so to speak, of the pickup. So I'm basically just destroying the plastic cover. Gosh. Okay, well, I'm almost done. Actually, I'm just getting started. And then I take off the plastic here, and then sometimes I have to get a screwdriver to separate the top from the bottom, and I don't know if I can do that without my reading glasses because I'm damn near blind. Oh, there you are. All right, let's see if I can do this. And voila. So now I just kind of shape it kind of like you're clipping your toenails or something, you know. Kind of shape it to be any shape you want. I like it to be what, semi-circular, And there's a bunch of glue and wax and stuff on here, so now I'm gonna get my file out and my sandpaper and just distress the top of this so it looks old as well. And just like that, this beautiful shiny pickup now looks like it's been through the war. So here's a cool little trick. So this is where the pickup's gonna be. And so because this is an irregular shaped circle, it's not a perfect circle, or oval I should say, I want to make sure that my cut is exactly right. So I'm going to take it and put it this way on the inside with my leads on the right side. And I got to keep in mind this little gap here, this little 1/4 inch gap here. And it's going to be centered here. Obviously we want to be centered because we have OCD. And then once it's in the right spot, then I get my pen and mark around the circle here so that the circle is perfectly matched to the pickup. Does that make sense? So you can see there that the circle is not exactly right, but it's exactly right for the pickup. So now what I do is cut this bad boy out. So I do have a sneaky method of cutting this guy out. What I do is I just get a little drill and I cut a bunch of little holes in the perimeter circle right around here. Kind of make it like a pop out, like a postage stamp. And then I'll go back after I have a whole bunch of little holes all the way around here. Then I'll go back with a little one of these kind of saw bits and just cut it right out. Another trick up my sleeve is the Dremel. And the reason being is because this little gap right here, if I get too crazy with these kind of blades, sometimes I break that little gap because it is thin, and plus I don't want to chip it right there. So the Dremel is another option. So I do both. Ta-da! And then obviously I want this hole to match this hole here, so I'm going to start distressing it as well. All right, I can't say it's perfect because it's imperfect. It is perfectly imperfect. And then of course I notch it here so that the strings go right over the top. Man, look at that stripe. All right, so I got the neck in place, and don't forget we have this little trough here, and that is so that the wood of the neck doesn't come in contact with the underside of the top of the cigar box, and that's just to enhance the acoustic properties of the cigar box guitar. So next, I am going to bust out my cherry stain and match the neck to the box. Should probably wear gloves when I do this. I always remind myself after the fact. But notice the color match there? That's pert near perfect. Oh my gosh. And I just love the smell of that freshly stained wood. It's like the smell after a rain. All right, so that's it for this video. If you want to see the rest of this build, you're gonna have to tune into the next video. All right. Remember, 6 strings are definitely 3 strings too. Man.